21 Rockstars, and welcome to our weekly VODCAST. I hope that you guys are having an amazing, extraordinary weekend. The first weekend of spring. Hey, I have a bunch of announcements I want to get to, and then I'm going to get you guys right after the strategy session for the week. We have Spirit Week, round 2, coming up this week, guys, because of all that snow last week. So this was a new flyer that was sent home in this week's Friday folder, and these are the new Spirit Days. So you may just want to pause your screen. You have Beach Day on Monday, tomorrow. Tuesday, Inside Out Day. Wednesday, Hat Day. Thursday, Rainbow Day. And finally, Friday is a Color War. That is a day to wear purple. And when we will have our pep rally happening on Friday. So this is a new Spirit Week. We want to get that Spirit stick 5th grade. So let's go all out and meet all of these Spirit Days starting tomorrow with Beach Day. It's going to be epic, guys. With that being said, Friday, guys, right now is still an early out day at 1:10 p.m. And then spring break is happening all next week from April 2nd the whole way till the 6th. And then we'll resume school the following week. I cannot believe that we already have spring break right around the corner, but that is what is happening. One other thing, guys, that I wanted to talk about really quickly is something that's going to be starting tomorrow, and it's going to actually be kind of our Science SOL review. In 5th grade, we take a Science SOL, probably in the beginning of June, most likely, and it's on all of the 5th grade content, but it's also on all of the 4th grade content that scholars learned last year in class. So a way for us to kind of study that and kind of bring all that content back and review that to ensure that we are as successful as possible on the upcoming assessment is a nightly study. Okay, now this is actually going to also be available, guys, on our website, and I'll show you that in the weekly strategy session. But if you want to check it out here, what it is it's this booklet that we've created with a very specific schedule. So tomorrow we will be studying the scientific process, which is section A in the guide. That's the date to study. That's tomorrow. And then there will be a very, very, very short quiz the next day to test scholars' knowledge. What I mean by section A is, in the booklet, you'll see that all the sections are labeled. So this is A. The next page, you'll see B, C, D, E, F, G, etc. Okay? So tomorrow night, your scholar will be coming home with this booklet, and this is a page that we're going to be working on. Now, each day in class, we also review that topic, and then we'll take the short quiz the following day. So this week, there will never be any weekend quizzes, guys, by the way. So this week, we are looking at scientific process, motion, electricity, and magnetism, which are all some 4th grade concepts that scholars learned last year. It is vital that this booklet comes back to school each day because we're going to be using it as a part of our review. Now, also, I am making available this book, everything in this booklet, on our Google Classroom page and on our website. And I will show you that in the weekly strategy session here in a few minutes if you continue watching. So your support, Rockstar families, is so vital in helping your scholar to prepare for the Science SOL coming up. I can't believe we're already beginning the study for this thing. But with that being said, if you look at all the science topics that we have, we'll go the whole way up until May 16th, which in the grand scheme of things, when you think about it, is pretty wild. One other quick announcement, guys. First of all, I'm still waiting on a few middle school permission forms. Remember, all I need is that form signed and returned so I can return it to our guidance counselor, Mrs. B. There's no fee for the trip. We are going on April 11th, which is the week that we return on the Wednesday. Also, that night is a parent orientation at all of the respective middle schools, and that flyer also came home with the field trip permission form. I believe, guys, that those are all of the announcements that I have. I am going to get you guys off to the strategy session, and then I'll see you on the other end. Hey, Room 21 Rockstars, welcome to our weekly VODCAST. Hey, I have a bunch of different ways and tasks and activities that you can complete this week to earn a ton of house points for your house. So, go ahead and tune in right here, right now. The first thing that I want to take you to, as always, is the back of our newsletter, guys. It's in your Friday folder, but it's also available here online, and you'll find a couple of things that you can do on the back, 4 or 5 house points apiece, and you can answer the Google Classroom question of the week. These are one of my favorite that I sometimes put in there, guys, and I also have it over here on Classroom, and that is to use all of these words in the same story. Yes, those are a bunch of things that we're studying in class right now that honestly have no relation to one another, but this is where I love to see your creativity come to play, guys. So as long as you put in your full effective effort. Writing complete sentences, you'll earn 10 house points. Now, in the beginning of the VODCAST, I was talking to you guys about our science review that for the SOL that is going to begin in class tomorrow. I want to show you where, say for instance, you forget your study guide at school one day. Hey, where can I go, Mr. Reichard, to check out and see the study guide at home so that I'm studying each and every night at home? Well, if you guys know, as you know, I put a ton of resources under the About tab of our Google Classroom page. So follow me here. I hit About, and under Resources, you're going to see a few things. First of all, I did put up our Grammarly's rubric as you're working on that in case you want to view that online. But the other place that I have everything is right here under the 4th and 5th grade Science Study Guide. So you're going to see 3 different things. The first of which is going to be the actual review calendar. It'll open up in Google Docs for you. There it is. That's the front page of the brochure that you saw that I showed you. And this is what we're going to be focused on tomorrow night, the scientific process. We'll be studying motion on Tuesday, electricity and circuits on Wednesday, and magnetism on Thursday before we let out for our spring break. So that's all available there, guys. Now, in addition to that, you're also going to find the 2 refrigerator cards. Okay, you're going to find the 5th grade and the 4th grade. Now, we are working solely right now on 4th grade content. So that is the beginning of the guide. And when you open this, you're going to see the entire thing in full color. This is everything that's in your booklet, available in your booklet, guys. It's right here, right now, available on the classroom page. Now, I would still be bringing my booklet home every night, guys, to study. But one thing that I would definitely keep in mind is this is available on here. So if you're like, Mr. Reichard, I totally forgot my book at home and I still want to study tonight, just come over to the About section of the classroom page, guys, and you're going to find everything that you need. So just, once again, that's in the About section of our Google Classroom page. Now, sending you on over to the weekly strategy session for the week. Our new VODCAST math review is up and ready to go as long as my internet loads here, guys. It's already copied and up on the chalk tray. You're going to be reviewing a little bit this week with perimeter and area, and then you're going to be going to the new stuff, which we started at the beginning of last week, and that is volume. Where would I direct your focus specifically? Would be right here, okay? Don't forget, the area of a triangle. Perimeter, we're just finding the distance around the outside, right? But the area of the triangle is half of that of a square and or rectangle. Okay, so we would typically multiply our length and our weight to find the area, how much space that the object takes up, how much space does the 2D shape takes up, but we have to half it. And remember, you can half it in the beginning. You could half 4 into 2 and then multiply, or you could do 2 times 4, get 12, and then half your final answer. So that's available there, guys. The weekly math review. So many of you have been taking advantage of this. I absolutely love that. That is available here, guys. That will be worth 30 house points this week. Yes, that is a special tally for the week because it is Spirit Week Part 2. It is not a double house point week, guys, but this will be worth 30 house points. You can either do it here online or you can check it out on the chalk tray and get a copy for yourself bright and early tomorrow morning when you come to school. A couple of other areas you guys want to look at this week. I've added the volume and elapsed time sections to our IXL review resources here. Volume is something you definitely can make happen because that was our study last week, guys. So you're going to be wonderful with that. Now, elapsed time, we begin in class tomorrow, and we'll take about 2 or 3 days. Now, I know that you guys have been learning elapsed time in 3rd and 4th grade, but the new part about 5th grade elapsed time, guys, is that now we're going to be responsible for finding the elapsed time within a 24-hour time span. Okay, so that's kind of the difference with what you're learning in 5th grade with elapsed time. So you can give that a go. Show your work, or you could wait a few days, wait until after class tomorrow, and that will make a little bit more sense as you go ahead and solve that. So each of these this week will be worth 2 house points as long as you show all of your work. You got volume, elapsed time, and as always, you can always go back and review any of the other IXL resources right here. Look how many we got going on. This is everything that we've been learning so far this year, guys. Pretty awesome. One other topic that I will be adding later in the week will be temperature, because we're going to begin studying our metric and customary systems of measurement, and we'll be studying Fahrenheit and Celsius measurements of temperature coming up probably on Wednesday or Thursday in class. So that's available there for you guys too. Okay, so there's your math for the week. I did keep up all of the videos from triangles, combining and subdividing, quadrilaterals, perimeter, area. These are just great resources. You know, we took our Power School assessment on Friday, guys, on our unit. So I showed you what you missed. So if you missed, you know, a question in perimeter, maybe watch that video one more time, and you can earn 10 house points for that as well, for putting in the extra effective effort there. I did keep up the problem of the week for this week, guys, and I will have this available and copied up by the weekly math review, so that will be available there as well. And I am keeping the blackout poetry up for another week. You know, your blackout poetry scholars can be included in your Gramarye's portfolio. So what a great way, what an amazing way. I know some of you really absolutely love the blackout poetry. What a great way to meet some of the requirements of your Gramarye's album, then to make that happen right there. Okay, our secret hashtag of the week for this week, the final week before we head off to spring break, is going to be hashtag cells are made of organelles. Yes, indeed. Hashtag cells are made of organelles. And yes, I will make the cell YouTube video available on our classroom page, guys, because I know you guys love that cell theory rap so much. So, cells are made of organelles. Bring that in with some amazing passion, and you'll earn yourself 10 house points for the week. Scholars, I am now going to send you off to Mr. Reichert in person. Rockstar families, I hope that those strategies were successful. Hey, as always, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please do not hesitate to contact me. I am so looking forward to Spirit Week this week. I got everything ready. I hope you guys do too. Following up with our amazing pep rally, Purple, 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 coming up on Friday here in class. Don't forget, guys, Friday is an early out day, and I hope that you guys all have an incredible spring break. Our next episode of the weekly VODCAST will be coming out on the last Sunday of spring break, ready to rock and roll the month of April. So with that being said, guys, you are the very best families in Stafford County, Virginia, and I will see you guys after spring break.
Try to catch you, but we're always